In fact, I'm so glad that more and more people are really disgusted of Islam, including, you remember this woman, I played her video before, and I said she's an ex-Muslim, obviously, and you guys, you told me she is not ex-Muslim, right? And then actually she came and she left a comment in my section, in my channel. I invited her, I told her, if you want to call me, you can call me. So I found a video here of her. Where is the video? Here. Look what she's saying.
I'm not gonna lie, guys, this whole Dawa gang from the Islamic side, with people like Muhammad Hijab and Ali Dawa and other people from their clan, some women as well, these people have really put me off Islam, you know, and I think these people have done and are doing more damage than good. And with the most recent scandal of Muhammad Hijab, where apparently he has had a secret sex wife, i.e. he married someone and he only used her for sex by taking her in hotel rooms. These people have really put me off Islam, because sadly I see so many examples of Muslim men using the scripture to exploit women in different ways. And I've seen this, whether it is how women are generally treated at home, whether it's are women covered or not, you know, I don't know, honor killings, and then these types of secret marriages, and sadly also how a lot of converts are treated like second-class citizens by these Muslim men. And just again, to be very clear, I'm not speaking about Islam, so don't falsely accuse me. I'm speaking about Muslims and the bad apples, and generally.
See, here you see the hypocrisy of this woman. She said they are using the scriptures. So you just admitted that the scriptures is teaching them that. So she isn't speaking about Islam. Take a note, okay? I'm talking about those are bad Muslims, okay? Well, your prophet did that. And you just said they are using the scriptures. Is that the scriptures is a lie? When Muhammad, he says you can do muta, and this is in the Quran. When Muhammad, he says any women and man, they like, excuse me, I'm not going to use the, you know, this, today is a Good Friday. Lord forgive me. When you're a prophet, he says, any women and man, they like to do boom boom. I'm trying to be nice today. 3 days and 3 nights. Is that the hotel we are talking about? What do you mean they use the scriptures? What do you mean I'm not talking about Islam? I'm talking those Muslim bad apples. You're a prophet, he did it. Allah commanded him to do it, supposedly. And there is a verse in the Quran in it. In fact, in the Quran, it's allowing Muslim to do pimp business, prostitution. In the Quran. If a woman, she agree, and she is a slave. In fact, the Quran doesn't say even slave. It says fatayatakum, which means your girls. Doesn't say slaves. If somebody, a Muslim, he force his women into prostitution, there is no penalty. Allah is all merciful. What if they agree? There's no problem then. Force them not to do prostitution, and if you force them, Allah is all merciful. So either way, it's fine. And if they agree to do prostitution, then you are good to go anyway. You don't feel guilt. All right? The verse in front of you. And force them not, your girls, not maids, to prostitution if they desire chastity. What if they don't desire chastity? Then you open a pimp business. It's in front of you. So here you see the Muslims, and this is an example. This woman, she is afraid to say that she spit on Muhammad. She's afraid to say the truth, that she is disgusted by Muhammad. So she don't dare to say it. So she say, oh, those Muslims are disgusting. It's not Muhammad is disgusting. This is not Islam. Okay? Take a note. This is not Islam. This is the Da'wah gang. They're a bunch of garbage. But I understand she is afraid. She lives between Muslims. Obviously, she don't care for Islam. She don't cover her hair. She don't. And in the same time, she is struggling. She can't keep her mouth shut. But she's not being honest. Because Muhammad and the Quran, both, they taught the men to beat the women. They beat. You know what beat mean? Chapter 4, verse number 34. Allah cursed the women just for taking hair from her eyebrows. Is that Muhammad Hijab teaching, or this your prophet teaching? The women, she advanced in the image of the devil and she live in the image of the devil. Is that Muhammad Hijab teaching? So she don't dare to say the truth, that this is Islam, this is the garbage of Muhammad. She claimed that those gang, those are bad, those are not really being good, this is not, those don't present Islam. The Dawah gang she called them gang, which means she understands the nature of Islam. It's a fact. I agree with you. It's a gang. Thieves, they fight over their prey sometime, and sometimes they gang together.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This whole Dawa gang from the Islamic side, with people like Muhammad Hijab and Ali Dawa and other people from their clan, some women as well. These people have really put me off Islam, and I think these people have done and are doing more damage than good. And with the most recent scandal of Muhammad Hijab, where apparently he has had a secret sex wife, i.e. he married someone and he only used her for sex by taking her in hotel rooms. These people have really put me off Islam, because sadly I see so many examples of Muslim men using the scripture to exploit women in different ways. And I've seen this, whether it is how...
See, they use the scriptures. So the scriptures is what is used. Can I use the scriptures in the Bible to exploit women? Can I? Like there's a verse in the Bible, Jesus says to me, you can take a sex wife. You can lie to your wife. Why you have those? Or what do you mean they use those scriptures? That means those scriptures is the one is used. That means they are the problem. They are just following the filthy Muhammad. So here you notice, you will not find one Christian trying to say that Jesus, he taught us to do fornication, or Jesus allow us to fornicate, or to steal, or to lie, and the Bible in front of you. Either yea, yea, or nay, nay. Even oath you should not take. Well, we can show you hundreds of stories of Muhammad encouraging Muslim men to lie, and to abuse women, and to beat women. Muhammad says no man should be asked why he is beating his wife. You can't question. So if a Muslim woman, she called the police, she said my husband is beating me, he is raping, because so what if your husband, you can still rape a woman even if she's your wife. Rape is when you take somebody against her will, and Muslims are allowed. They're allowed. So if she called the police, they will say to her, well, we are not going to ask him why he beat you. Obviously you deserve it. Muhammad, he said, no man shall be asked why he is beating his wife. And then this, I feel sorry for her, by the way. I'm not against her, this Lubna, but she is not brave enough to say that Islam is a religion of pimps, sick, sexually pervert, followers. You cannot follow Jesus and you are a pervert. You cannot follow Jesus and justify any act of filth by saying Jesus say so. But you can do that by following Muhammad, not by saying Muhammad say so, by following Muhammad's steps, because he himself was a pervert. Did Muhammad encourage the men even to go after children? I will play a little bit of her video and then we go back to our topic.
Women are generally treated at home, whether it's are women covered or not. You know, I don't know, honor killings, and then these types of secret marriages, and sadly also how a lot of converts are treated like second-class citizens.
By the way, when someone she convert to Islam, like those Western, do you know how they look at her? She is a whore. Anyone convert to Islam, they look at you down, because they will see two things on you. First, you are not loyal to what you came from. Secondly, especially if you are a female, you accept to be their whore. As simple as that. They will never respect you. And you see, she mentioned that. Those convert, they treat them as a second-hand citizen, when in reality, support they should be treat them nice. I mean, a person who just left his religion, maybe he's an atheist, he become a Muslim, why you want to treat them second-hand citizen? Because they look at you down. In fact, many Muslims, they say that when those Western women, they convert to Islam, she is just looking for a, I don't want to use the word, not today, private part. This is what they see it. She's a whore. She could not find a man where she is coming from, so she come to the Muslims. They don't see in those women any decency. Even the man, the same. Because he betrayed where he was, and now he is coming to us, so we don't trust them. They might even leave tomorrow. In fact, most of those who convert to Islam, many of them, they leave majority in within 3 years. Some they take longer, like what happened to this guy Ishmael. Took him 16 years. He went to Saudi Arabia, he studied Arabic, he have degree in Arabic, he have degrees in Islam, and then now he's making videos exposing them after 16 years. I used to make fun of him. I have many videos of him when he was a Muslim, trying to wake him up. Took him 16 years to notice that he was a donkey.
By these Muslim men. And just again to be very clear, I'm not speaking about Islam, so don't falsely accuse me. I'm speaking about Muslims and the bad apples, and generally how a lot of these Muslim men are using the scripture for their advantage. These people are putting me off Islam so much because I feel as if, like, I'm not gonna act like a useful idiot. I'm not gonna be someone who's gonna be exploited and taken advantage of. I have a full right to live how I want to live in this life that God has given me.
Where your God, he gave you those rights. If somebody know this woman, tell her, Christian Prince, he invite you to come to us and study very well and come and tell me. I want to see where your God, he gave you the right to live in the way you like. Where? I want to see it. Where? The Quran says that because man, he spend money on you, you are his hooker. Read. What is the reason the man, he can even beat you? Because he spend money on you. As simple as that. Men are not the protectors. This is a lie. Qawwamun are not protectors. Qawwamun is the one who straight women, straight them up, which means the one who beat them. Qawwamun is the one who straight things up, who fix things. So the men are the one who fix women. How? Because Allah has given them extra power. Allah gave the men extra power. What kind of power we're talking about? Is that wisdom? No. Is that even though the Quran and Muhammad, he says women are half a brain, and the Quran confirmed that, but here is not talking about wisdom. The power they have is the money and physical. Money and physical. So because they spend money on them, even here it says giving them more strength, and because they support them from their means. So now this is your right in Islam. The man is in charge of, the Bible says clearly that the man is the Lord of his house, and command the women to obey her husband. And this is the Bible teaching. But the same Bible teach that the man should love his wife the same as Christ, and he give himself to her, the same as a Christ he gave himself to the church. So the obedience of a Christian woman in the Bible is obedience of love, not obedience of slavery. And the man who loves his woman, he will give himself, not support her with some money. He will give himself to her. Unity, love. So he present the house, he is the man. It's true. He is the defender. He is the soldier. He is the fighter. He is the provider. But that will not give him the opportunity to treat her as if she is a dog. Well, people feed their dogs and their cats. But only evil one will beat their cat or dog. Why you want to beat the dog? So because they support you, because they spend money on you, and because Allah gave them extra strengths, women, they have to be obedient, not because of love. You see, there's no love here. He mentioned things have nothing to do with love. A man, he can do what his wife wants, even though he don't agree, because he loves her. For the sake of love, he sacrificed what he don't agree with, and he say, okay, I will do it to her. Because of love, not because she can force him. In Islam, you can force her. And the second she is not obedience, we beat her. And look at the Muslim translation. They says, first, if you fear disloyalty and ill conduct, this is false, by the way, doesn't say disloyalty. The word here is nushudahun, and nushudahun mean disliking. That's all. In fact, the same word used for Muhammad, he refused to sleep. He don't like the old women, Sauda bintu Dama. And here you see the lies of the Muslims when they translate. How come when Muhammad, he practiced the same thing with Sauda? The women, she have no right over Muhammad. It says here, see, nushudan. If a woman fear cruelty of her husband, who is the one we are talking about? Muhammad. And what Muhammad did here? This woman, in return, not to divorce her, she is old, Muhammad was going to throw her in the street. So Aisha, she convinced Muhammad that keep her, and she will give her day to me. And why Aisha, she want the day of this woman? Remember, Muhammad, he have many chickens, so he used to go every woman, he spend a day with her. But this, since she is old, Muhammad, he don't go there no more. She's not good looking no more. He's filthy. They say to you that Muhammad is a wonderful man. So he married a woman, she lived with him many years. Now because he have too many young women, this old woman is not good for him no more. So he stopped going there. So they made an agreement that don't divorce me, please. I will give my day to Aisha. Aisha, when she, what that mean to Aisha, she will receive twice more gifts, because gift will come to Aisha house only. So Aisha now do not need to wait another 10 days for Muhammad to be there. He will come, because now legally, supposedly, in front of the other wives, he have to come to us. She gave up her day. So which scriptures is the one mistreating women, taking advantage of women? This is your scriptures. The one you call them scriptures, I call them scriptures of the devil. And then the same so-called scriptures, it says you can beat women. And here the Muslim, they lie, they say first, and then next refuse to share their bed. Nowhere it says, by the way, refuse it says uhjuruhunna fil madaja, jail them in their rooms. Jail them in their rooms. And there's no first and there's no second. All those first, next is a lie. It's not exist in the Quran. And then beat them. And look what they add here, falsely, lightly. Where it says lightly. I challenge the Muslim to show me where it says lightly. Muhammad, he says, don't beat them until you break them, which means beat them heavy, but don't break their bones. If you change the translator, you will see that the word lightly disappear. There's no lightly. They add just to cover up. So when this lady, she say, I'm not talking about Islam, I'm talking about those Muslim bad apple. Your prophet is a filthy apple. What bad apple? Be honest. Scourge them. Scourge them. He can scourge you.
I'm only answerable to God. All these Muhammad Hijab, Ali Dawa type Muslim men who try to criticize what I'm trying to do when all I'm trying to do is encourage positive social reform. When they come and criticize me and they talk about whatever they can talk about, you know, they'll try to discredit me, they'll try to make me feel bad, just for me calling out the bad apples within my.
They bully you. Other word, you bully you. But your prophet is a bully too.
My race and religion, for example, grooming gang members, for example, those people who are throwing trash on the floor, for example, those people who are involved in honor killings. Those are the only people I'm calling out, the bad people. And for some reason,
that mean all the Muslims. Where is the rest? The rest are not Muslims. If you don't follow those things, you are not a Muslim. Anyway, see, here you notice how Islam is filthy. Those are the religious. The bad ones of Muslims are the religious. The religious. The more religious you are, the more stinky. In Christianity, can you be really religious and stinky? You cannot. The only way to happen if you are hypocrite religious, false religious. So you claim that you follow Jesus, but in fact you are a devil. And Jesus, he mentioned about those too. But a true Christian is not the one who will groom women or children. A true Christian, he is not going to be a pedophile. Is not going to be the one who will beat his wife, cheat on her, lie to her. There's tons of verses in the Bible totally against that and say clearly, if you do that, you go to hell. If your eye, Jesus said, if your eye will mislead you, you better unblock it. Look how tough the language. Unblock it, take it off, throw it. Better than destroying all yourself. That is the teaching of Jesus. Where is the teaching of Muhammad? The teaching of Muhammad is, don't worry about you doing fornication, for it is the destiny. It's destiny. Allah, he wrote for every Muslim how much fornication he will do. So a Muslim, he will not even work to fight it because he believes it's destiny. It's written for me, I have to sleep with this woman. That's it. Any women I sleep with, it is a destiny. Any woman she sleep with a man, the woman she cannot resist too, because she believes it's a destiny. It's her destiny to sleep with this man and fornicate. It is fixed, very portion of adultery. Allah is the one who fixed it for you. And this is nothing but satanic teaching. And here we see Jesus, he died in the cross to fight sin. Muhammad, he died because of his sin. He kept killing and raping, and then a woman, she killed him, seeking justice and revenge by putting poison for him in his food. After he killed all her families and he raped all the women. Jesus died in the cross because he loved us. Muhammad died because of poison, because he loved to sleep with your women. In fact, look at this religion. Muhammad have 16 privilege. Number 10 and 11 is to, if his eyes fall into your wife, you must divorce her so he can boom her. Imagine. And then this woman, she says, I'm not talking against Islam, I'm talking about the gang. Your prophet, if he see you and you are married, your husband must divorce you so he can take you. I'm just trying to be polite, not to say the bad word. This is your prophet. Can I do that with Jesus? No. Can I even desire a woman she is not mine with Jesus? No. Can I desire the wife of somebody? No. And what if I do? I go to hell. I go to hell. You see, there's many liars who they are fake and false Christians. They will say to you, oh, all of us, we are sinner, and Jesus, he love us, and he forgive us. Okay, so we this is what Jesus told you. Can you show me the verse that says that doesn't matter how much you sin, you go to heaven? I want to see that, because I have different verses from Jesus. I never saw Jesus saying you can't go. Jesus, when the women they brought her to him, or they were chasing her, Jesus, he said, I forgive you, but he said to her, go and sin no more. It's your last chance. Go and sin no more. In fact, this verse is, helped me a lot. Each time I feel weak, because we get tempted. I'm a man like everybody. Why I will not be tempted? But this verse always make me come back to my sense. Because sometimes you lose your sense. Without Jesus, you lose your sense. Temptation can take over you. So either you have to surrender to temptation or you submit to Jesus. Surrender means you've been forced by your temptation. You were weak. You decide to put down your weapon, not to defend your dignity. So when Jesus said to that woman, go and sin no more, as we see in John, this is the teaching of Jesus. Go and sin no more. I feel really sorry for this woman. Obviously she's struggling. She found herself in the wrong place, in the wrong faith. I said to her, go check and read the teaching of Jesus and find me where Jesus says we can use any, because you said they are using the scriptures. Where and how I can use that scriptures to do what they are doing? We can blame Satan for anything we do. We can. Oh, Satan deceived me. Oh, Satan made me do that. The first Satan is you. Because Satan cannot get in your mind unless you open the door for him. How come you don't want to open the door of your mind to the Lord, but you open it to Satan? How come Satan can get in, but the Lord cannot get in? You know why? Because you decide. You decide to welcome who and to reject who. And because we believe in a free will, not destiny, the Lord will not force himself on you. This is why he said, not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. Those Muslims, lady, they are doing the will of Allah, supposedly. This is the will of Allah. When we go in the Bible and Jesus, he make it, I mean, it's very hard to be Christian. It's so easy to be a Muslim, because all what you need to do to be a Muslim, to be a pervert, not to be a good person. You do not need to do any good, because the good in Islam, even when you do good to the orphan by sleeping with them. Imagine even the orphans. Like how Muhammad, he helped the orphans sleep with them. Jesus, he made it so clear for us. Look at this verse here. As an example of the Bible. If your right eye causes you to sin, pluck it out and cast it from you, for it is more profitable for you that one of your member perish than for your whole body to be cast into hell. He's talking about the eye, not even the hand, not even the private part. That is the teaching of Jesus. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off. That is Jesus. So while Muhammad is teaching you to go and fornicate and lie and cheat and take advantage of little children and have sex with them, Jesus saying to you, you cut your hand if this hand will take you to hell. Losing your hand is better than losing everything. If your eye will make you sinner, a bad person, you better unblock it. That is very, and then they lie, they say, oh, Christianity teach Christians Jesus died for your sin, so you can fornicate, you can lie, you can kill, as Zakir Naik said. Big fat liar. Where it says that in the Bible? Where? This is the teaching of Jesus. When we go and we listen to this poor woman, we understand her pain. She's trying her best to talk about reform. Do you have a new reform of Muhammad? Are you going to reform Muhammad? Like, do you have a moderate Muhammad who is not a child molester, who is not a sex and women abuser? I mean, even the heaven of your God is based on sex. The whole belief of Islam, why the Muslim they want to believe? Even the heaven is the heaven of men. Women there is just sex toys. So I say to you, Lubna, wake up. Wake up. What is your heaven? Isn't it the men? Each one of them will have at least 72 women, the lowest, the bad Muslim. So in earth you are abused, in heaven you are way more abused. Because in heaven he can have 4 mistress. In heaven, he will have thousands, if not billions. The 72 is the lowest. This is for the last one who entered the heaven of Allah, which means he is the worst of the worst of the worst between millions and millions. So you are abused wherever you go. Don't tell me I'm going to live as God created me to be. No, he did not. You not Allah. My God. He will give you a place in heaven like my place. I will not be favored because I'm a man and you are a woman. You will be in the back seat. This is why when we Christians, when we pray, women and men, we say, Our Father art of heaven. He is not the father of the men only. He is the father of the women and the men. In fact, the Bible, if you go and read, you will see when God, he called Adam, the word Adam used for both Adam and Eve, not only for the man. Adam meaning human. Eve was called Adam too. So I feel sorry for this woman. She's trying to distance herself from the garbage of Muhammad, but she is not daring to say why she is doing so.
Reason the majority of Muslim men who are commenting underneath my videos, they're trying to shut me down. They're trying to shut my mouth. They're trying to shut my voice. And what I don't understand is, if you're not a grooming gang member, if you're not someone who's throwing trash on the roads outside, if you're not doing honor killings, if you are not misogynistic, why would you have an issue with my content, guys? I'm just so confused. Anyways, the most hilarious thing about people like Muhammad Hijab and Ali Dawa are a couple of things. That this man, Muhammad Hijab, who acts like a macho man and all this kind of stuff, like very like gutsy. This guy is using Ali Dawa, his clown friend. I'm sorry, he acts like a clown. He's using him to cover for him. It's hilarious to me, because why is he using Ali Dawa to try to justify his disgusting behaviors? If that's what he's done, you know, if he's engaged in secret sex marriages and he hasn't told his actual wives who he lives with and has children with, and they haven't given him consent, and he's misused or used the scripture to justify having sex marriages, I mean, you know, why can't he come out and be honest and open about this? The most disgusting thing is that if you read comments underneath Muhammad Hijab and Ali Dawa's videos, there are misogynistic Muslim men who are saying we need to support Muhammad Hijab no matter what. It doesn't matter what he's done. This brother has done so much for Islam and he's invited so many people to Islam that we have to take his side. And there are very few Muslims with a sane mind who are saying, actually, if this guy has done bad, we need to call him out. It doesn't matter, you know, what he's whether he's invited people to Islam or not. You know, everyone needs to be treated equally, and he can't be given some special treatment just because he's got 1 million subscribers and he's pretending to be such a great Muslim.
Well, you see, like when I speak sometime like harsh on David Wood, people get upset. But the reality is, this guy is just a fraud, and he is dummy, and he is stupid. He got famous because of one debate with David Wood. And this is the reality. And look now what happened. It's hard even to convince the Muslims that this guy is nobody. They are convinced that this guy is a hero. And all of this happened because of that stupid so-called debate. One debate. This guy become, that's it, we have to support him now. No matter what he do, even if he sleep with older women. Because in their mind, oh, he's debating everybody. Look what he did to David Wood. He became a joke. You know, he debated him. He wiped the floor with him. So in their mind, this is what happened. And he's a hero now. And this woman, she is trying to be honest, but she is not honest in the same time. The whole problem is Islam, not Muhammad Hijab. Muhammad Hijab is a practice in Islam. You keep saying misuse the scriptures or use the scriptures. No, he did not misuse. This is your scriptures. The only funny thing about what happened, that he is so coward, he don't even dare to say I did it. Otherwise, everything he did, this is Islamic. Muslims allowed to use women and abuse women. And women is nothing but a sex toy for them. All your book says that. In fact, Muhammad, he made fun of the Jews because if a woman she have her period, they don't have sex with her. So look what Muhammad answered them. Just to describe for you, don't say misuse the scriptures. Misused. Look how Muhammad described having sex with Muslim women when she have her period. Or even when she don't. Read it. Your women are your tilt for you. So dig in it, like the translation is trying to be, you know. So dig in it, dig in your tilt as you wish. And by the way, this is not only about when they have period, it's about where you have your sex. It is in the front or in the back door. So the Jews, they say this is not right. Muhammad, he said to them, no, don't listen to them. Your women is your teeth. So dig in your teeth as you wish and how you wish. Which means doesn't matter from the front or from the back. Doesn't matter if they have their period or not. This is your ground, you dig in it as you wish. And this is your book. And now what you will say to me, oh, they are abusing women? You will say to me they are misusing the scriptures? This is your scriptures. She has a live debate coming up. Debating who? I don't think she can debate anybody, you know. I don't think she have knowledge of Islam. She is just, you know, upset from being born in between Muslims, and she is afraid to say, you know what, I am not a Muslim no more. This is garbage. So she is trying to make it like, okay, you know, we those guys, they don't present Islam. This is a da'wah guy. Like she said, Lili Dawah is a clown. I don't think the clown fit. I think there is something way bigger than between Mimi Hijab and Lili Dawah. You see, those Muslims behind doors are totally different. I remember when I was a kid. I don't know, like, so I saw a bunch of Muslims and all they have a gray hair. Not young. I'm not talking about young men. They have a gray hair wearing the Islamic prayer clothes, the jalabiya, and they were fingering each other. When I say finger, I'm not talking about putting a finger up like the same as they do in America. He was putting his finger in the anus of the guy in the street. They were chasing each other. They are putting the finger in the anus of each other. They just came from the mosque. They just left the mosque. This is your Islamic society. So when this poor woman trying to defend, you are taking the wrong side. You are the Muslim. She's afraid, most likely, if she say I am out of Islam, she will be a target. I mean, they are targeting her, even if she is not saying I am an ex-Muslim.
The fact is, any decent human being who watches Muhammad Hijab and Ali Dawah's videos can tell that these people are quite toxic and they're quite vile, generally speaking. And these people are doing more harm than good. I've never heard or met a single sensible Muslim who's progressive, who likes their content, or who watches them, or who supports these people. However, these people do have 1 million subscribers. So sadly, that shows that there are Muslims out there, and quite a lot of them, with this kind of screwed up mindset. But the most shocking thing for me is where Muslim women wearing a niqab, wearing a hijab, are covering for these clowns. Okay, and it's sadly because of small-minded Muslims.
No, you don't understand. Because those women, they are practicing what they have did. You see, when a woman, she support such a person, that means she herself is a secret wife of somebody else. Did you ask yourself why she's supporting that? She's practicing that. She has the benefit of this. You see, many of those women, you know, like we keep saying, Muslim men are pervert, but there's many Muslim women are pervert too. They want to sleep around. And they don't want to say we are sleeping around. So they accept secret relationship. They call it marriage, but in fact it's nothing but fornication. Like this woman, the woman, she was the mistress of maybe hijab, they keep calling her wife. What wife? They never get married. So obviously she is horny. She wants somebody. It doesn't matter who. And because she is just horny, the whole point of this is what? Sex. When the women agree for this, obviously she wants sex too. So this is your society. It's a sexual society. You do everything and you try to make it legitimate. So you have sex with the children, you call it marriage. You have sex with other women, you call it marriage. But in fact, there's no marriage there. You don't even walk with her in the street. You don't introduce her to your friends. If I'm walking with the woman and she's my friend, I will say, this is my friend, her name, etc. This woman, the secret wife, supposedly, between two brackets, he will not even walk with her. The women, she said, when they go to the hotel, he get out first, or she have to get out first. They don't enter together, so nobody can see them together. And always remember, when a human being, he do something, and then he don't want to say what he is doing, there's only one reason. Either because he is doing good, if he's a Christian, doing good, he don't want to talk about the good he have done, because the Bible forbid us from doing that. So if I donate to somebody, I will not go and say, hey guys, I donated to this poor man. Like you see some people, filthy, trashy people, they go in the internet and they go to old man, he says, I will give you $100. How you feel? You know, they record it, they put it in YouTube. Very disgusting people, trashy people. Those are the most disgusting people. They are not donating. They are using those poor people to make clicks in the video, to make money. So he pay 100 or even 1,000 so he can make 10,000. So we as a Christians, we are forbidden to tell about things good we did. I don't say when I went to church. I don't say when I'm going to pray. I don't say if I'm fasting. I don't say, hey guys, I need to go, it's time to pray. We don't say that. We are forbidden from saying those things. For this is the act of hypocrisy. Your religion encourages you to say publicly and to speak about good things you are doing. Because Islam is Antichrist religion, teaching the opposite, the hypocrisy side. Same time, other reason to hide things, because they are shameful. Because I know in my heart that this is disgusting. Otherwise, I will go and say, okay, I slept with this woman. But because they knew, and because they knew the consequence, obviously this Mimi Hijab is a potato. He's scared of his wife. He is denying because simply, obviously, the man in the house is his wife. There's a consequence if this is true. So he keep denying it because if he did not, his wife, she would do something. We do not know what is that. Maybe she would expose him. For sure, she knew a lot of things about the guy. I mean, she's his wife. So he is terrified to say, I did it. I mean, this guy, he have tons of videos defending him and me and Dili Dawa having secret wives. So why he will not say, I did it? He don't even dare to say, I did not do it. Until now, he did not make a single video says, guys, I did not do anything. Because he is guilty to the bones. And obviously they have a lot of proofs against him.
Muslim women, like particular individuals on YouTube wearing a niqab, wearing a hijab, who are the pick-me version, who are the Islamic pick-me version of individuals, that these women are just so desperate for the attention of Muslim men. They're so desperate for the approval of Muslim men and misogynistic Muslim men that is so disgusting, and it's so off-putting. So this whole Dawa gang, like I said, Muhammad Hijab, Ali Dawa, and the clan, women as well. Like I've said, there's women in niqab and hijabs who are like, you know, covering for these clowns. All these people, I don't know, I can't put up with these people any longer. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it's so off-putting. I don't know what to say in this video. All I'm going to say is,
she's out of words. She is saying to herself, what kind of a shitty religion I am born into? What kind of a shitty prophet? His name is Muhammad. He called himself the praised one, the praised shit. Muhammad, the praised shit, became the praised one. The most filthy pervert. I mean, look, a man, he was going home. He was with Muhammad. They went to attack some people, supposedly. Muhammad don't attack, by the way. Muhammad, he wait in the back seat, way back, to steal some goods from people in the street, pirate. So Muhammad noticed that this guy, Jabir, he, you know, he's in a rush to go home. So he said to him, Jabir, what's up? Why you want to go home? Did you, he said, I got married. I said, oh. Let me see. You got married? He said to him, did you get married from a woman or a child? He said, a woman. He said, why? Why you don't get married from a child? Huh? Why you don't get married from a child? And you know, if you read the translation of the Muslims, it doesn't show the how ugly the text is. But if I read it for you, you will see clearly that this is what it meant. Even after they tried to duct tape with the false translation. So he said to him, why you don't marry a child, not a young girl, a little girl, so that you could sport with her and she sport with you. Well, the guy is not complaining. The guy, he said to him, I married a widow. What the problem? Previously married women. Muhammad don't like that. He said, why? Why you do that? Why you don't marry a child so she could sport with you? This guy is mentally ill. See, pedophiles, they don't enjoy sex with women. Their fantasies is the child. The child amused them, and they will be amused by the child. It's mental illness. And here you see that pedophile Muhammad is saying exactly that. Why? What the purpose to have a child in the bed? What is the wisdom behind it? It's just to sport with her. You play with her. What's wrong with you? Ali Dawa, we are proud of that. This is the purpose. So the guy, he married a woman Muhammad saying, why you do that? Get a little child so she can play with you, and you play with her, and she can amuse by you, because the child, anything you give them, a candy, she will be happy. You can control their mind so easy. 1 minute she is crying, a minute after she is laughing. Look what he's saying to him. The guy, he said to him, oh, Abdullah, his father or his brother, he died in Uhud, a fight where the Muslims almost lost, and left 9 or 7 the guy don't know how many daughters he left. 9 or 7 daughters behind him. Therefore I prefer, did not approve the idea that I bring a girl like them. Do you see it? Now we know for real it is a child. So I prefer to bring a woman, so she should look after them, not a girl like them. So those are orphans. Muhammad is asking him to marry a child in the age of the little girls he have at home. Do you see the pervert? So the Messiah, he died on the cross to save us from our sin. He forbid us from sin. He condemned sin. He came to this earth to destroy sin, to take us to his kingdom, the kingdom of no sin. What Muhammad is doing? I mean, isn't it evil alone to tempt a man not to like his wife no more? That's what he's doing. If you are my friend and I say to you, why you marry this woman, man? What are you doing? Go find a child. I mean, this how disgusting. The guy is not even complaining. He's happy with her. In fact, he's in a rush to go home. He miss her. Muhammad saying, no, what are you doing? You don't know what you're missing. Go and find little girl. Satan. This is exactly Satan. And this poor woman, Lubna, she don't want to admit that the problem is not the gang of da'wah, is not Mimi Hijab and Lili Da'wah, halal cat food. It is the scumbag Muhammad. If your prophet is a pervert, why you are upset if his followers are pervert? And you, Lubna, because you don't want to be pervert, but you don't have the courage to say, I am out of this pervert Muhammad. You say, oh, there's bad apples. All of Islam, in Islam there's no apple, there's shit. There's manure. In fact, even manure is useful. I pay for it for my plants. It's not for free. Wherever Muslim goes, shit come, but there's no manure. Look how England used to be, and look how England today is. You go to Muslim area, garbage in the street, garbage is in the wire of electricity. They throw garbage everywhere, and they say the Prophet of Allah taught us to be clean. I mean, your prophet, he even takes shower with dead dogs, and women blood from period, and stinky garbage, and all of this is in the hadith. All of this is in the hadith. And then you are wondering what's going on, and you are saying this is the da'wah gang. No, lady, this is not the da'wah gang. This is your prophet. I mean, the guy, even when he want to take a shower to clean himself, even the Arab, they were wondering, like, what the heck, what he's doing? They said to him, Prophet, are you doing ablution in the water of Bidah, where dead dogs and women blood from period and stinky garbage throwing in? He said, Water is always pure and nothing make it impure. Is Muhammad misusing the shampoo? Huh? So I feel sorry for this woman. I mean, her head is going to explode. She's upset of her luck to be born of a Muslim family. Her prophet is a false prophet, stinky man, pervert, and she is trying to find, she's out of duct tape.
All I'm going to say is that I'm tired.
Exactly.
I'm tired, guys. I'm so tired.
Guys, what Jesus says for those who they are tired? What Jesus says for those who they are tired? Come to me, I will comfort you. The faith of Muhammad will make you tired because he's Satan. The only one who can make you back to your humanity is the Messiah. You need to come to the Messiah. You are tired. Come to me and I will comfort you. I will not make you tired. I will take your uncomfort, your tiredness. Excuse my English if it's not good. You are tired? I think if you continue this way, you will lose your mind. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest into your soul. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. That is our Lord. Who is yours? Beat women, beat them, use them, abuse them. I feel sorry for you, lady. Poor woman.
If these people represent what Muslims are meant to be, I can't identify myself as a Muslim.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying to you. When I said first time she is obviously not a Muslim, she came to my channel and she left a comment. She said, I did not leave Islam. She said, I did not leave it. You are out of Islam, obviously. You are upset. You have dignity in your heart. You cannot accept that you are really part of such a perverse society. You don't want to be part of it. And obviously, you are not like them. Let me tell you, Lubna. When somebody converts to Islam, this is how we Christians, we see it. They just took our trash. Because only trash will convert to Islam. So, by taking our trash, we stay clean. And when somebody from Islam convert to Christianity, we take the best of you. So in either way, Islam is stay trashy. Because The one who leave from, he claimed to used to be Christian, he's the trash one of us. Like who? Like Andrew Tate. He claimed to be Christian. He claimed. His brother, he claimed to be Orthodox. But those are pimps. So if somebody of us is a trash, he go to Islam. And if someone of you is coming from a good family, noble people, they have dignity, they come to Jesus. So Islam will stay always a trashy, because as always I say, fly go to shit and bees goes to the flowers. So I invite you, Rubna, I invite you, and the Lord is my witness, from my heart, to believe in Jesus, your Savior. And then you will not have headache with the garbage of Muhammad. And one day when you get married, you will have a husband, he'll love you. One woman, one man, and family. Not a pervert. You just said the truth. You cannot consider yourself a Muslim. You are struggling inside you. Islam is devilish, and you do not know what to do. I really feel bad for you.